Welcome back to the AB Scale Project. I'm Krager. This is Alpha Bravo, and today we got the Studio Series 86 Swoop. This has been 5 years in the making, and we finally got our last Dinobot. And he looks really good, very screen accurate. Turn him around here, looks good. Everything packs away like it should. I'll get into the accessories in a second. But otherwise, he looks really good. I mean, I'm just really super excited. And articulation, the wings articulate, the arms do everything you want. I mean, even has a wrist swivel. I mean, it is all out. A little stiff on the hip, but otherwise not too bad. My only complaint is like this double joint they have in the leg there. You kind of got to guess where it goes. Has some extreme ankle tilt. But yeah, pretty cool. Now, as far as accessories, he comes with his bombs, and these come off so you can put blast effects in between. He comes with his sword, and he comes with Grimlock's sword. So there's a couple ways to get your swords. You got the DNA kit, or you can buy the Swoop for Grimlocks, or if you want all of them, you have to buy the new comic Grimlock, but I bought the Grimlock mold twice. I am not buying it anymore. So, it looks really good. I'm pretty excited about this guy. Let's go ahead and move some people over so that we can bring in the current winner, the Fans Project. And as always, the Fans Project is a more abstract version of the Dinobots, very stylized take on them. And I've kind of made that stylized take into, my interpretation of the IDW Dinobots. Since they're not straight up G1, there's a little bit of distortion they put into them, and I kind of like the way the Fans Project did it. And plus, the Fans Projects were fairly cheap when you compared it all to the other third-party Dinobots. So, side to side, you can see there's a little bit more kibble with the Fans Project, but otherwise very similar. And one thing that's a glaring difference between the two is the way they pack the wings. I mean, with the Fans Project, there's not really a way to pack their wings. I mean, you pretty much have to do, just whatever, and that's about the most they pack away. I mean, you can turn them away, but that's about the best you do for packing away. Where what they did with the Studio Series, move them out of the way a sec, was actually really clever. Let's take the swords off so you can see. It comes out, and then this part flips out. So that's really cool, so that your stowing goes just down to minimalist. Very clean, very cool. Yeah. It's really neat. Alright. Let's look at the Dino mode. And here we have Swoop in his Dino mode, and he looks really good. Check out that wingspan. Pretty neat. All the weapons store. You really don't have to take these off to transform. I guess technically you don't have to take these off either, but you don't want to store them on his legs most of the time. But anyway, looks pretty good. He got his little feet down there. The mouth opens and closes. The wings flap. Although to use a secondary hinge, it kind of only goes that far. Maybe take off the sword. It only goes about that far, but it untabs from the arms. So really the only wing articulation you have is just at the tips. But hey, that works. I love that face. That face looks great. So, go ahead and take that off just for symmetry purposes. And you can do the stand-up. Tell Swoop good part. And so, yeah, pretty cool. And full flight. Yeah, it's just really neat. I like it. Alright, comparison. We'll bring in the Fans Project Volar. See if we can get these two standing up in the shot. Yep. And you can see the Fans Project is a lot more dynamic, a lot more stylized. I mean, very much the mechanical predator. But this is a lot more cartoon accurate. So that's pretty neat. And of course, one thing it does have over Volar is that that's about as far as Volar's head goes up. I mean, it can kind of extend a little bit. No, not really. Really, that's about as much flight mode as you can get with Volar. He was definitely made to stand. So, but anyway, this wasn't what you wanted to compare him to. I'll take 1 second and I'll show you how he compares with the rest of the Dinobots. And here's how he looks with the rest of the Dinobots, and this looks awesome. I mean, just all of them all together here. It's great. I mean, and one thing I didn't mention is he does have a fire effect knob in his mouth like the rest of them, so they can all breathe fire. But overall, they just look great as a group. All right, let's make our final determination. So is this our new IDW G1 Swoop? Now G1 definitely. But as far as your overall Dinobot group, that goes to a bigger question that I've been putting off for 5 videos now. Let's go ahead and bring in the whole Studio Series group. So here we finally have the Studio Series 86 Dinobots full group shot, and they look really good together. Minor complaints. I would like this to be more translucent. I would have liked the red horns on Slag. Just little things like that. And I already did, customizing on Daniel so that he had legs, and put the DNA kit on Grimlock. And he got the DNA sword. That's silver instead of the red that came with Swoop. So, yeah. Now, and really this is my only complaint about the DNA kit, is these panels don't like to stay stuck in. And of course you can get, the upgrade kits for all of them. Actually, I don't think Swoops is out yet, but I'm sure they'll get around to it. So, yeah, but overall, out of the package, they all look really good together. As close to the animation as I think we're going to get. Yeah, so is this our new IDW G1 Dinobots? Definitely G1 still? Will I take my fans project off to put these on? I actually think I will. I mean, it's hard to part with the fans project, especially with the Grimlock throne. But this group just looks really good, and I want to put them up on my shelves as my new set of primary Dinobots. All right. Let's wrap this up. And that's it for this episode. And this is just a really good figure. I love it, and it completes the set really well. This whole Studio Series 86 Dinobot set is really great. I'm really excited for next year's Constructicons to see how they improve on those, and especially see what scale they do them on. But for our first sub-team in Studio Series 86, these have been bangers. Just great. All right. Thank you for joining me today on the AB Scale Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.